Hello, mathematicians. Today we're going to be learning about ratios, more specifically about tape diagrams and equivalent ratios. To get us started, here we have a tape diagram, and we can see that there's a ratio between chocolate and gummy candies. In our diagram, we have 2 chocolates and we have 3 gummy candies. So we have 2 to 3. And in total, we have 5 candies. Now let's go ahead and do an example. So if there are 14 pieces of chocolate, how many pieces of gummy candies will there be? So we're talking about the chocolate and the gummy candies. And the ratio of chocolates to gummy candies is 2 to 3. And now we know that we have 14 pieces of chocolate and we want to figure out how many gummy candies we have. So we have to maintain an equivalent ratio. In order to get from 2 to 14, we have to multiply by 7. So whatever we do with the chocolates, we have to do with the gummies as well. So 3 times 7 is equal to 21. So this is our equivalent ratio where we have 14 pieces of chocolate, and if there are 14 pieces of chocolate, then there will be 21 pieces of gummy candies. So if there are 15 pieces of gummy candies now, how many pieces of chocolate will there be? So we're talking about gummy candies and chocolate, and the ratio of gummy candies to chocolates is 3 to 2. And we know that there are 15 pieces of gummy candies. So we ask ourselves, what can we multiply 3 by to get 15? Well, 3 times 5 is equal to 15. So in order to maintain an equivalent ratio, we have to also multiply 2 by 5. So 2 times 5 is equal to 10. So that means if there are 15 pieces of gummy candies, then there will be 10 pieces of chocolate. Our next example says, if there are 18 pieces of gummy candies, how many total pieces of candy will there be? So we're talking about gummy candies and the total amount of candy. And the ratio of gummy candies to total candies is 3 to 5. So if we know that there are 18 pieces of gummy candies, we have to find an equivalent ratio. So we ask ourselves, what can we multiply 3 by to get 18? And we can multiply 3 by 6 to get 18. So we're going to go ahead and multiply 5 by 6 as well. 5 times 6 is equal to 30. So if there are 18 pieces of gummy candies, then there will be 30 total pieces of candy. Our next example says, if there are 12 pieces of chocolate, how many total pieces of candy will there be? So we know that we're talking about chocolate and the total pieces. So the ratio of chocolate to total candies is 2 to 5. And we know that we have 12 pieces of chocolate, so we ask ourselves, what can we multiply 2 by to get 12? Well, we could do 2 times 6, and that equals 12. So we also have to multiply the 5 by 6 and we get 30. So if there are 12 pieces of chocolate, then there will be 30 total pieces of candy. So now it says if there are 20 total pieces of candy, how many gummy candies will there be? So the ratio of total pieces of candy to gummy candies is 5 to 3. And we know that there are 20 total pieces of candy, so we ask ourselves, what can we multiply 5 by to get 20? And 5 times 4 is equal to 20. So then we're going to go ahead and multiply 3 times 4. And 3 times 4 is equal to 12. So that means if there are 20 total pieces of candy, then there will be 12 pieces of gummy candies. So now if there are 40 total pieces of candy, how many pieces of chocolates will there be? So we know that the ratio of total to chocolates is 5 to 2. And if there are 40 total pieces, then we're going to have to take the 5 and ask ourselves, what can we multiply 5 by to get 40? And 5 times 8 is equal to 40. So we're going to go ahead and multiply the 2 by the same number. So 2 times 8 is equal to 16. That means if there are 40 total pieces of candy, then there will be 16 pieces of chocolate.